down memory lane. Here you go. Cherokee to Bryson City from back when, let's see now, 47 years ago. Oh my gosh, has it been that long? Oh my goodness gracious, yeah. And sadly, the campground I loved washed away with the storm. And I don't know why that one didn't wash away when the one that we were in did. But anyway, the Tuckasegee River is beautiful, but when it gets full, it got full. And it was a problem. A lot of people lost everything they had, and supposedly they're going to build back. So we'll see. This area looks a little depressed because it's just sad looking. I don't know. Maybe they'll get in here and do some things, but not quite like it used to be. Not quite like it used to be. And I think a lot of people are used to come here and now go to Dollywood. So it's a whole different character of folks now. It's just not as busy, not as, look at that water. It's so pretty. The Tuckasegee's beautiful. But it did get out of its banks, and it did honestly have so much rain it couldn't handle it. So we are about to pull into something that I dearly love, and my precious sister loved it more than me. So it's almost time to hear the inspirations. And everybody knows the inspirations are number one on the game. Everybody knows that the old inspirations are still doing their thing, and it's awesome. So gospel music is still alive and well in Cherokee and in Bryson City. So getting close to where we turn in, and it is now much different than it was when the inspirations ran it. Totally different, but really cool. Look at that guy out there in the river fishing. He's standing in the water fishing. Do the fish not know he's in the water? So there you go. It's going to be a night of music. A hot night, because it's hot. It's hot. Very hot. Maybe they'll have a rainstorm like we had last night to cool things off. In order to cool them off. So we're about to pass. It's so crazy because Ela was probably one of the biggest and busiest campgrounds up here, and it literally washed away. And crazy. But they're going to be redoing it, and hopefully it'll be new. Don't think probably nobody in there had insurance, because you never thought that river would flood, because that river's not supposed to flood. But the rain that came down did the damage, and I don't think it was as much the river as the rain just kept coming down and coming down and coming down. And oh, what a beautiful garden. What a beautiful garden. And remember, we are in sacred land. This is where the Cherokee lived for many years before the Trail of Tears removal, and they built it back. Have a lot of things going on for them, a hospital, schools, even technology, and like it or not, gambling is a way of life up here, and it pays them dividends yearly. Maybe they deserve those dividends for sure, so I think it's a good idea. I don't gamble much because I don't like losing money, but it works for them, and their kids actually graduate with about $300,000 when they graduate high school. They're given that much, and I thought that was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. There's the river again, and it's so pretty. The sun's just glistening on it. And this is one of those trips. I made it a whole bunch of times, but it looks so different because there's no campground to pull into. There's no store to go in and get a Mayfield ice cream. It's all different now, thanks to that storm that demolished North Carolina. It's crazy, absolutely crazy, that a hurricane could come up here and land on top of these mountains in the Carolinas. But it did, and nobody could do a thing about it. Many lives were lost, many homes were lost, and almost, they said about 75% did not have any insurance at all, and very few had any flood insurance, because in the mountains in North Carolina, you think it's going to flood? Not hardly. Well, it did. Look at those beautiful flowers. Tiger lilies. They're so Inspirations had their Singing in the Mountains. Now they're going to have it once again, but it's not quite like it used to be. Not quite like it used to be. Every 7 miles, there's a Dollar General. Thank goodness there's a Dollar General every 7 miles. Yay. Now, we're going to cross the Tuckasegee. If you haven't been up here in a while, come back and visit. These folks still need us to come and support their businesses. And if you haven't been to Bryson City and been to Darnell Farms, you sure need to do that because Darnell Farms is so beautiful. And there's the Tuckasegee. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. And we're getting close to the park. That's exciting. There's also a beautiful, beautiful historical house out here that I don't know what the story is to it, but I sure would like to find out. It's a really, really cool house. And here, he's smart enough to build up on stilts because the river could get out of its banks. What a beautiful garden. Look at that. Boy, wouldn't you like to be his neighbor? And he shared produce with you? So we're going to go now. We're going to make this turn. Now that's kind of like what Ela looked like. Lots and lots of campers close together. Lots of folks have been there for many, many years. And it all washed away. I don't know why, how, or what, but it did. So now getting close to the home of the Inspirations for almost 40 years. There we go. And it is now called Great Smoky Mountains Event Park. So what used to be Singing in the Mountains is now Great Smoky Mountains Event Park, but they're still doing Singing in the Mountains. So that's really, really cool. Really, really cool. Yep. Yay! Yay, so exciting. Can't wait to hear the music coming out of the mountains and see if it reflects as much as it did when Archie used to do. Oh man, he would end with Amazing Grace and it would echo out of these mountains. It was so beautiful. Let's see how crowded it is. You see this little hill? This has brought a lot of old folks up here to listen to some awful good gospel music. Many, many, many years. And people like the McCameys not here anymore, the Primitive Quartet not here anymore. So many groups retired. And Diplomats retired. They used to be here a lot. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy how things have changed. So, yep. There you go. Yeah, it's crowded. Sure is. But not as bad as I thought it would be. So awesome, 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 awesome. Look at this. We are at Inspiration Park, but it's not Inspiration Park anymore. Isn't that the coolest thing? Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Good crowd. Lots of folks. Excited. Excited, 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 excited.